Good morning. Welcome to Time in His Word. Yesterday, I didn't have very many miles to drive, and that's how I'd planned out my trip. And I knew I was going to run up off the, not up the interstate, but off of, is a 4-lane highway. Used to be 2-lane years ago. Used to have a really good truck stop on there, but they've since closed the restaurant down. And the only thing you can get to is a McDonald's if you happen to be going south. If you're going north, you can't get in the parking lot. Who figures? But anyway, and then they have no parking signs across the street, but I didn't really want McDonald's. But I have when I wasn't looking for a place to eat at anyways. But it goes up through, it's in Indiana, it's Highway 41. For those drivers that are on here, they know where I'm talking about. It runs pretty much from north to south, the full length of the state. But I'd get off of Interstate 65 there at Lebanon and go over and get it, and then go up through almost to Highway 10, and then I go east over to Kankakee. So it's all country, it's all back roads, it's all farmland, it's 4-lane. It's a nice leisurely drive, no traffic. And as I rode along yesterday, Carrie Underwood has a Channel 60 on XM on Sundays. She plays nothing but gospel music, a good variety. And there's a lot of entertainers that give their testimony and talk about how they get more out of performing gospel music than they do country and western songs they're known for. But it was just a nice leisurely drive that I had planned for. And as I rode along, I kind of focused on or reminisced about the things that God has done in my life. In fact, I was kind of daydreaming so much, I missed my turns a couple times. They came up quicker than I was expecting, but there was no traffic, and there's nothing to look at. The ground's still brown, recovering from winter, but it was just a really nice leisurely drive. And a lot of times we just need days like that where we want to be productive, but we're not really going all out to be number one. We're just kind of there for the moment. And I kind of felt like that's what yesterday was with me. And I want to read this morning out of Psalms, the very first chapter. It's only 6 verses, but I think it speaks to what yesterday was for me. And hopefully the verses will help you today as you go through your day. And just think about a day where you fortunately for me, I can have days like yesterday where I just ride along in the country and I can still be productive, but at the same time I'm kind of daydreaming. I don't really have to worry about traffic. I can pay a little bit more attention to the words of a song on the radio, or just think and meditate on what God has done in my life. Verse 1 of chapter 1. How blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the path of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. He will be like a tree firmly planted by the stream of waters, which yields its fruit in its season, and its leaves does not wilter. And in whatever he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but they are like chaff which the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteousness. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. Think about that today. And if you have time, you go and read Psalms, the first chapter, verses 1 through 6. That's where I read this morning. And just really dwell on and think about what those words of that passage is saying. It really breaks down the difference between a child of God and a sinner.